And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to Gem in the Crypto, episode 1237. Today is Friday, October 18th, 2024, and I'm King here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10ish. And today's top stories, not really a lot of top stories, more or less just headlines we're going to briefly go over for the market. FBI arrests hacker behind SEC fake Bitcoin ETF approval. They say, we got your ass now, boy. NFT activity on Telegram surged 400% in Q3 is being reported. Worldcoin rebrands as World unveils next generation orb. Vitalik Buterin wants Ethereum to hit 100K transaction per second with rollups. Dogecoin jumped 7% as Musk touts Doge or DOGE at Trump's Pennsylvania campaign. And oldie but a goodie I got to get back to because I know I missed it. Carolene Ellison, former FTX exec and Sam Bankman-Fried's ex-girlfriend, sentenced to 2 years in prison. I believe that happened actually about 3 weeks ago. So I definitely wanted to share some quick comments on that. But first and foremost, of course, let's go ahead and take a quick look at these prices for the day. Bitcoin is alive and well. They're saying we're about to hit some of the highest flows of ETFs here on record for Bitcoin. So that means the price should reflect that here in the next few weeks, which means $70,000 Bitcoin's incoming. Right now, Bitcoin's at $68,329, up 2.34%. Ethereum at number 2 at $2,600, essentially $33. $2,633, up 1.77%. Number 5, Solana at $154, up 1.79%. Number 9, Tron at 15 cents, down 0.46%. Actually, number 8, too, Dogecoin now at 13 cents, up 11.28%, 23% on the week. And number 10, Toncoin at $5.23, up 1%. Let's see. They actually took off the Fear and Greed Index on here, it looks like. So they're redoing their side a little bit. That's unfortunate. I like the Fear and Greed Index, but it looks like it's missing today. But Bitcoin dominance is still surging at 57.8%. Ethereum dominance at 13.6%. And interestingly enough, I'll be talking about Ethereum today. I thought they'd be a little bit further along when it comes to dominance, but because their projects still cost so much money to interact with, they are going in the opposite direction. It looks like it's going to be that way for some time as well. Really quick shout outs in the chat. What's going on, Humney, BK Crypto, Tommy Brown, Memories with Mike, Truth Beliefs, Live Hunt Gang, what's up? Ill Cryptomatic, Wisdom Bars. It's a light static to it. Oh man, maybe I'm a little bit too close. Let me check it out. Let me check out the mic connection. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see audio really quick. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm too close to it. Let me back up. Let me know if it's still staticky though. What else do we have going on? Oh, it's still static. Oh my goodness, it's never cracking. It's never cracking. Hold on. I'm gonna redo it. It might help if I unmute it. There it is. There it is. Am I back live in action? This is what I love about the live show. We are officially back, people. This sound should be great right now. Let me know in the chat what's happening. Hey, I'm glad you stopped me because I was about to go in too. All right, we should be good on the sound. Let me know what we're working with here. I'm waiting for the chat to respond. Sound, but still static. All right, this is what we're gonna go do then. If it's still staticky, we'll do it live. We're coming from the MacBook. There you have it. You got it from the MacBook right now. We'll do it live. We'll figure this out another day, another time. Monday we'll be back right. All right, here's the top story. FBI, they say, look, we're coming after this guy who did this fake SEC Bitcoin ETF approval announcement. You got people all hype. It turns out it was a 25-year-old man from Athens, Alabama. I was commenting that actually caught me off guard. I'm pretty surprised about it. No offense to the South, but hey, I mean, the hackers are not coming out of the Bible Belt like that. I will say what I got right on this channel was the age, right? Whenever we hear about these hacks that are like sloppy and people doing goofy stuff, it's like, all right, this person's probably like what 17 and 34, 16 and 34, some type of like that, 20-something-year-old. And yeah, this guy was 25-year-old. He's arrested by the US FBI for hacking the SEC's X account in January. Kind of interesting too that you can be arrested for hacking somebody's like a government social media account. That's how far social media has came. But according to October 17 announcement, Eric Consul Jr. was taken into custody following charges of conspiracy to commit aggravated identity theft and access device fraud. According to federal authorities, Consul Jr. is accused of being part of a group that hacked the SEC's X account. Okay, so he wasn't by himself in January 2024 and posted a fake message on January 9th claiming that the SEC had approved the first Bitcoin ETFs of the United States. Now, while this was a fake announcement, it ended up happening. I mean, so I don't know. The fake announcement caused Bitcoin's price to spike by over $1,000 following the X post, leading to further shockwaves in markets. 15 minutes later, SEC Chair Gary Gensler denied the news, claiming the commission had not approved the listing and trading of spot Bitcoin ETFs, adding that the regulator's account had been compromised. And again, I think I pointed out there, but I want to reiterate the fact that your social media account was hacked is enough to tell me that you actually should not be offering ETFs. You shouldn't be in charge of the crypto market when it comes to regulation because you do not know what you're doing when it comes to cybersecurity. You can't keep your X account, you can't keep your X account secure and safe, but you've convinced the world that you can keep the crypto market safe and secure. And furthermore, that you should be trusted with, ETFs and Bitcoin, this and that. So again, it just kind of shows the lunacy around it. But I love that it happens because like, how much resources did we put toward finding the guy who hacked your social media account? Like when it really comes down to it, we put American taxpayer resources toward finding someone who hacked a social media account and said that something you were going to do anyway happened, even though it didn't happen yet. Whoop-de-doo. Like, I don't know. Non-starter, but again, it's pretty funny that it happened. And then these are the same people that's regulating the market. So you have to love it. What else? We have NFT activity on Telegram is in the news as it surged 400% in Q3. Now, the story isn't really NFTs for me. It's about Telegram. It's funny enough, this past year, I've been seeing so many people in my contacts list. If you sync your contacts, you can see when people add Telegram. And there's so many people just now getting on Telegram. Like within the past year, a ton of people, no pun intended with the token, of course, are now joining Telegram. So what I will say is when it comes to crypto, it's still alive and well. If you're not on Telegram when it comes to some of these crypto channels and plays, you do risk kind of positioning yourself in the wrong position because especially with a lot of these pump and dumps and things, these tokens that people are chasing, like they're talking about on Telegram weeks before it's actually happening. Like they have dates and time frames set up. So if you're not on Telegram yet, it's still a great resource for crypto activity. I know a lot of people are still on X or doing X or whatever. But yeah, Telegram is crazy as well in there. Let's see, 80K. Oh, y'all talking about price. People talking about it's going down. Some say down, some say up. What up, though? Keep a line. Lord Smith, what's going on? Alapio. All right. Worldcoin is in the news. Like I said, I'm just kind of going to a quick round robin today. None of these stories are worth an in-depth discussion, but they all have a little bit of analysis to them. Worldcoin rebrands as World unveils next generation orb. Once again, thought this was absolutely hilarious. How long did that take for the rebrand, people? If you remember, I always say like the hackers and scammers in this space, they do something and they're like, they do something negative, right? They steal, they loot, they hack, and then they disappear for 2 or 3 years and come back as like a rebrand. That's the time frame we've usually seen. It has increasingly getting shorter and shorter. I think Worldcoin's been out for maybe like, I don't know, a year and a half or something, and they're already rebranding. So I don't know. To me, it was pretty funny. And yes, I don't think this project, I mean, outside of like pump and dumps, will ever go anywhere, especially if you're already rebranding within like 12 months or whatever. So yeah, that was a funny one. Yes, my crypto space UK back like I left something. I am back. I am back. I am back. Satoshi Slim said, I've been off Telegram for over a year and a half now, and now I'm okay without the shitcoin spamming on there. I have 2 Signal accounts, but very few people in there. Yeah, Signal is still the quiet secret. Not a lot of people know about it, which I'm happy about actually, because the more people who find out about it, I mean, it'll be only so long before the government, everybody else is like, all right, party's over here too. So I'm happy actually that a lot of people don't know about Signal and it's like a smaller club. But yes, Telegram, you definitely need to turn those notifications off. And once they see your name in one group, in certain groups, they're going to start adding you to every other group. That's just literally going to be shitcoin after shitcoin after shitcoin. So you definitely have to delete a lot of that stuff as well. But just wanted to know it's alive. I just wanted you to know it is alive and well. And Worldcoin is saying, hey, we are already rebranding. You know who else needs a rebrand? I think can do good for a rebrand. Sounds crazy, but Ethereum. Ethereum just needs to go ahead, scratch it, and go full pump and dump mode and get everybody their money and get out of there. Vitalik Buterin wants Ethereum to hit 100K transactions per second with rollups. Listen, again, I'm not even going to any of these stories. The headlines are there. They are the story. Vitalik Buterin and them need to work on not transaction speed, but transaction efficiency. It costs too much. I just did some Ethereum transactions a month or so ago when I was traveling, or a couple months, almost month and a half. I was just doing Ethereum transactions. I was doing this. It's too expensive, and this is from somebody who can afford it. Like, you don't want to just spend $40 to $60 to $100 on a transaction just because, like, you know, and it's not even that clogged times too. This was happening. Well, I guess the time would be daytime US, but it wasn't happening what I took as peak hours, and the transaction fees were still pretty high. Now, I won't lie, like there were some that were like only $3 or maybe $1.66, but to me that's still pretty expensive. Like, again, I'm just doing I've done a ton of Bitcoin transactions recently as well. And those transactions that I've seen and everything, they are like literally less than $1 every time, no matter what the amount is, less than $1, less than $1, less than $1, and just as fast. So at this point, for Ethereum, follow me now. This is FBF. This is still officially an FBF. I'm not doing the call-in today. IPO next week. I'll be doing the call-ins officially. I mean, my mic's jacked up right now, so I got to figure that out. Next week, we'll officially do the call-ins. But yes, I mean, why not just rebrand Ethereum, come out with something else? You already have a community there. You already have the money there. And once you do the rebrand, you're going to have all the newbies who don't know what it is or what's coming up. They just know it's already built. People are using it. All these apps. It's the biggest thing ever. I can actually see an Ethereum rebrand being bigger than like a freaking BitConnect type of deal. Like, the rebrand will get them so much money and notoriety within the first 12 months before people are like, wait, this is Ethereum? Oh, man, they got me. Like, I think a rebrand could do them great, but they definitely need to do something because it is still expensive as hell. And yes, I'm with you. Memories of Mike, a $3 ATM fee is expensive to me. So you're talking about an Ethereum gas fee of $40, $50, $100. Like, that is crazy. Let's see. Jake Fever, all right, are you saving us a watch this weekend? He said that Money Electric is full of shit. That documentary is trash in terms of who is Satoshi. I think Hal Finney is, and he's dead. Hal Finney is a good one to throw in there. All right, I got to check out a documentary. Am I doing an interview with Crypto Blood? I didn't have one on the slate, but Crypto Blood, no, he always welcome. He actually was here on Wednesday in the chat. So yeah, CB is my brother from another mother, so he's always welcome, whether we do a formal or informal interview on the channel. But if you all are asking about him, I'll hit him up this weekend and see if I can get him on the slate for an interview here in the next week or so, because Crypto Blood will pull up. Like I said, he was here on Wednesday on the show. So Ruel Black, shout out to Ruel as well, keeping the channel alive. I've been checking out Ruel. He's still got some great altcoin selections for you. Make sure you're checking it out. And yes, I know I owe you a call as well. All right, let's see. Now, last couple of stories, still just in the world of funny. Dogecoin jumped 7% as Musk touts DOGE at Trump's Pennsylvania campaign. Hey, rest in peace, John McAfee. I have to ask, and I'm not even trying to put the spotlight on Elon in this way, but they went after McAfee for talking about altcoins on Twitter, essentially. When Twitter was Twitter, they were going after McAfee for talking about altcoins. And now they're literally just allowing Elon to like kind of goof around and do not maybe direct advertising, but like definitely ancillary advertising for altcoins and stuff. So I don't know. It's pretty funny that this is happening. But yeah, the proposed department, abbreviated DOGE, will seek to make government spending of taxpayer money more efficient. That's what it stands for, while streamlining departments that handle spending. But of course, for those who know already, that stands for Doge. It excited people in the community, and Dogecoin has pumped 7%. And here's something different than it was before. Before Dogecoin and Elon took over and all that stuff, like it was already always a good coin to have pump for you every year or whatever. And since then, it's had dramatic pumps and dramatic dumps. But there are now some hardcore Dogecoiners because it's made some people like just extremely wealthy, the people who bet the house on it. And then there's made a lot of people wealthy and then super poor. You got to remember, a lot of people bet the house on it late, and then they have their bags in Dogecoin, like millions of dollars a bag. So they're never going to say no to it. So the fact now that you have like some super Dogecoiners, whereas before it wasn't anybody that was like a super Dogecoiner, everybody was like interested, still cool, used it or whatever. But now it's just like, no. I have this tatted on me. I want it on my tombstone. I'll name my kid Baby Doge. Like, now that you have those folks around, I mean, hey, they are always going to be in the mix. It looks like Elon's one of them too. He might as well name one of his kids Doge, since he named the other one like X whatever, with all the acronyms or whatever. Let's see, Bitcoin all day, but been in SUI since 80 cent. Yeah, I've been hearing about SUI. I'm late on that one, so I haven't dug really into it. Let's see. Yes, we are back. So yes, don't worry. I'm back every other day, so I'm gonna keep us all abreast on what's going on. Gary Network. I will check out the Gary Network. All right, I got to remember that, but I will try to check out the Gary Network. Solana. I mean, listen, Solana is just in a better position than Ethereum because they started later than me. So it's like you have to give Solana the grace of, like, granted, some stuff they should be learning from Ethereum, but you have to at least give them like this grace period, because it's like, well, they're essentially giving Ethereum how many years now? Like, so you have to give Solana some time as well. But again, I think they're good for right now in the short term. Like in the next 2 to 3 years, they're still in solid grounding. I mean, they just have to continue to grow. What else do we have? Last but not least, oh man, I had to make sure I get around to this story. This happened about almost a month ago now, actually. But Carolene Ellison, former FTX exec and Sam Bankman-Fried ex-girlfriend, was sentenced to only 2 years in prison. She accepted a plea deal on charges of conspiracy and financial fraud in December 2022, a month after FTX spiraled into bankruptcy. Just really to highlight her ascension and then decline. I mean, she essentially became the head of a multi-billion-dollar company because she was in a polyamorous relationship with a guy who parents knew everybody in America, and became the head of a billion-dollar crypto company out the blue with all type of mainstream backing. If you remember, they had their mansion in Jamaica they shared with multiple men and women living in the same house. Everybody's sucking different toes on different nights and stuff, I guess, different leaders. sexually they had somewhat, or I don't know, right? It got real weird. It got real. Basically, they were living a P Diddy party. All right, they were living a P Diddy party while investing in crypto. Man's dated her. He said, "Here's some money. We're gonna have your thing on the side to cover my thing on the side." She got busted. She pointed the finger and said, "Hey, look, I was just here for the fun activities. It came with some money and some travel." And the United States essentially agreed. There's like, we get it. You know, you were just here to have fun. You're just being a girl. You're just young. Here's 2 years and have a good day. Billions of dollars are missing. Listen, I get it. I made the wrong move early on. You know, that's what I always say. The one thing when I look back on my crypto journey, I would have done differently. Way more laws would have been broken. Okay. Because, and not even saying in a bad way, it's like that's clearly that's the play. You know, you break some laws, you make hundreds of millions, $1 billion. Worst case scenario, you get 2 to 5 years, club fed somewhere. That's not a bad deal. Especially, listen, if I can finagle me a video game out this deal, listen, I don't even need many. Give me 2 or 3 titles. All right, give me something like some Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't played that yet. I hear that's hours, like 100 hours right there. Like, give me a couple of good titles. Don't give me some internet connection like a PUBG or something. All right, like forget about it. All right, forget about it. I'll take the deal. I'll take the bet. So I would say that was the biggest mistake here. But to see this is like it's incredible. It's crazy. I mean, this is one of the biggest stories of crypto history. And it's like, yeah, she was ordered to forfeit $11 billion, but got 24 months in prison. And literally, you're not going to spend those 24 months in jail. Like, that's not happening. Realistically, she'll spend, what, 8 to 13 months, if that. And if you're only going to spend 8 to 13 months, it's not like they're sending you to a high-level prison. They're going to send you somewhere where it's like, hey, this is where everybody else who has 8 months left, who's trying to get out and go home happily. Like, they're chilling. So, yeah, no cap. Oil. We're talking about oil that you cooking. Shout out to Carolene. Shout out to her legal team. There's no hate, for real, for real. You know, free all the real ones. This is a real one, okay? Stealing some money, turning up. She was partying with whoever she wanted to party with. Took that shit to trial, wherever. Went to court, took a little plea deal, and she's about to be back home. Hey, the way of the United States is alive and well. Can't get mad about how that worked. All right. Other than that, that is the the show for the day. Yeah, they had all the real baby oil. They had that the real baby oil with the pink. They had the pink baby oil. If you know, you know. All right, that's the show for today. Other than that, smash a like and share. The podcast is updated. The show will be on the podcast here within the next few hours. And other than that, yeah, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for notifications. I might randomly go live this weekend. I'll be jumping around. Like I said, I got to do some stuff on the back end, so you'll see me for sure. Other than that, smash that like and share, and I'll see you all next week with some